Oh, hi Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your reading. So we're going to do 2 weekly readings. So we're looking at the 1st to the 14th of May 2020. For the reading, guys, we're using my trusty old mucker, the This Might Hurt Tarot deck by Isabella Rotman. And we're also, for your spiritual advice at the end, we're using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. Definitely one of my favourite oracles, wonderful. So, okay, let's get started, guys. Okay, Taurus, let's have a look at the reading then. So let's have a look at what the energy is around you over the next sort of couple of weeks. Okay, that card did flip out, and as I always say, you know, the Five of Cups, it depends. You know, this can be a card of loss and regret and sadness, but it can also be a card where it says we've got to give certain things up. So this is the person that's giving up drink, for example, or giving up, you know, substances that they shouldn't be taking, that type of thing. So yeah, the Five of Cups is a card about having to give things up. There is a bit of regret. I mean, yeah, it's a nice card for in the background. You've got the Two Cups. So for me, in a way, the Five of Cups is, you know, it's remorse. It's a remorseful card. So there may be the energy of remorse. It might be some form of remorseful situation that you're focusing on. Something maybe you've had to give up. But there is always light at the end of the tunnel because you've got these two cards. You just don't know it yet. What's influencing that Five of Cups energy there? Wow, there's a lot of worries here, isn't there? The Nine of Swords. So the reason why this energy is around you, I think I mean, this is all in the head. Because the Nine of Swords is about being worried, and sometimes this is simply that it's you know, there's anxieties, but it's not necessarily that this is what's occurring. Sometimes this is just in the head. Sometimes this is what's going on in the brain. Sometimes this is sleepless nights. Sometimes this is psychosis, or this is, you know, sometimes this is depression. You know, you can see the swords are all around her head, so this is headaches, and this is kind of like a lot of fear and anxiety going on with the Nine of Swords energy. Let's have a look at what the root issue is all about. The Hierophant. So the Hierophant could be something to do with marriage, for example. So it might be that the sadness, or some of you guys, because I just feel that this is more about you guys worrying. It's not an actuality. It doesn't feel like something's actualized. It feels like it's all in the head. There's a lot of anxiety, mental anxiety going on with that Nine of Swords, but it's influencing why you're feeling sad, because the root issue, the reason that it's all occurring is because I actually feel it's a belief system here, perhaps, because and actually, of course, Hierophant is you, isn't it? That's your major arcana card, Taurus. So the Hierophant would be Taurus. And this is all about your beliefs. This is all about the things that you hold very dear to. This is all about the values that you hold. So the root issue may be about something that you believe in, something that you hold dear as a value, perhaps, because this is your card. This is you on the card. So this is something to do with some form of value that you hold. Something, as a result of this, there's an energy of feeling sad. It feels like there's a lot of worry here. I think we're going to need to get a major arcana on, not a major arcana, sorry, another card on it. What is it that Taurus is worrying about? It's influencing this Five of Cups. What is it that they're worrying about in one card, please? Okay. The Eight of Wands flicked out in my hand. So you're worrying about the Eight of Wands. It could be spiritual messages, perhaps. Values. The root issue is all about the Hierophant, which is you. It's your major arcana. And whenever I read a Taurus and they show up as a Hierophant, this is all about their own values and the beliefs that they hold dear. So this is something about your belief system showing up here. The root issue is all about your beliefs. And I feel that there's a spiritual attack here going on. It just feels like there's a spiritual attack here. And I think that this is leaving you with the Five of Cups energy, just feeling quite depressed, or feeling quite down. Something spiritual. There's a spiritual attack going on here for some of you Taurians. And I don't really know much about spiritual attacks, but, you know, it just feels like this Eight of Wands. Wands represent spirituality, and they represent intuition, and they don't just represent work, and they don't just represent, you know, it's not just about fire energy, it's not just about excitement, ambition, motivation, work, career, it's also about the spirit. So some of you, and you can see here the Nine of Swords, it's almost like she's being attacked by these spiritual messages. And I'm just getting, what's influencing this is you're being attacked by these spiritual messages. The root issue, it's all about your belief system here. There's something, I think, changing belief-wise maybe for Taurus. Let's have a look what's going on in the recent past for you guys. The Seven of Swords. So in the recent past, I mean, this could be a person, or it could be that you've been running away from something. I want to see what's behind that Seven of Swords. What's behind the Seven of Swords energy here? But it could also be that this is a person here. Maybe there's someone you've been dealing with that's not being completely truthful. And maybe, just maybe, that Five, because the Five of Cups is also surrender as well. So it may be that, I'm not going to pull just yet on that. What might be happening is that you're being attacked by these messages. Can you see her? She's like, oh man, look oh, I can't take it. This is attacking me. The Eight of Wands is attacking that Nine. Can you see there? So this is you guys, Taurus, being attacked, Nine of Swords energy, by those Eight of Wands. And these are all the messages. This is all the vibes coming your way. I think it's about a person here. And I think it's because of the root issue is all about the Hierophant energy. I think that you know something here. I think you know something here. I think this is your own. It's not about what you value. It's what you know with that Hierophant. I think it's because you know something here. And I think it's hitting you hard. And that's why you're upset. Because I think that you've got to admit to something here. And I think it's concerning this individual here, the Seven of Swords. If it's not a person, then it's definitely something that you've been avoiding. That, you know, it feels like it's either a person or... Actually, we're going to get a card on this, because I actually think it could be a person. Yes, the Seven of Swords. Might be you've been ignoring that somebody's a bit of a rat bag, but the messages keep coming towards you. Can you see how she's like, oh, leave me alone. They keep coming towards me. It feels like you've been giving a message here time and time again that you've been ignoring, because I think that you've been avoiding something here, or this is the person. Let's have a look at what this person's running off from, the Seven of Swords. The Six of Coins energy showing here. So running away from that Six of Coins, having to give, generosity. Somebody wants to avoid having to give, having to be generous, or ignoring somebody that's doing that. But again, the Six of Coins is Taurus energy as well. That's you on the card there as well, the Six of Pentacles. Because the Six of Pentacles is actually second decan in Taurus. Because we have Capricorn, Taurus, and then we've got Virgo as the last. 8, 9, 10 of Pentacles is Virgo. 5, 6 and 7 of Pentacles is Taurus. So that's actually you there. I think that somebody doesn't want, somebody is avoiding. This may be you. This may be you. It feels to me, I'm going to read it a couple of ways really. It almost feels like, Taurus, that in one sense, somebody doesn't, this is you. I think that you're quite a generous person here with the Six of Coins. And I think that what you've done, because Six of Coins usually is about giving and taking. And it's about generosity and fairness and balance in kind of interactions and relationships. But it may be that you've got somebody around you who doesn't want to be a part of that. They don't want to play fair with you. And it may be that, you know, you're feeling sad about this. The energy is of having to accept it, no matter how difficult it is, having to accept it, because the messages are just coming in too strong now. Possibly, I think it's about somebody's behaviour here. I think this is a person here, and I think that this is you. Okay, somebody doesn't want to have to be generous. Somebody doesn't want to have to give, doesn't want to have to give to you. They don't want to play fair. I'm just getting somebody not wanting to play fair with you here. And I think that all of these actions that this person is taking here, probably Taurus, I think that the messages are coming in very thick and strong here. Very, very thick and strong, that this person doesn't want to do this. They're avoiding doing this with you. And that's why there's a lot of sadness here with that Five of Cups energy, because I feel the root issue is that you know with the Hierophant energy. That's you on the card, the Hierophant. So you have a lot of spiritual knowledge. You've got a lot of knowledge per se. You know the truth. You know what the truth is. That's the thing. And I think it's hitting you hard here. You don't really want to face it, but you have to, because the signs, which is what the Age of Wands is as well, the signs are, can you see how the signs are coming towards you, Taurus, very thick and fast. The signs are coming towards you very thick and fast, that somebody here doesn't really want to play ball with you. Can you see how they're running off from, this is you there, Taurus, second decan in Taurus, Six of Coins, that's you. And that's them. They want their freedom. This is ruled by this might be an Aquarius person, or somebody who doesn't want to be a part of this. They want their freedom. They're very much kind of, I don't want to have to kind of, because this energy of the Seven of Swords, this is like a Lone Ranger energy. This is somebody who wants to do things on their own terms. You know, they don't want to have to adhere to, you know, sharing, giving and sharing in a relationship. They don't want to be a part of that. They want to do their own thing. And I think that the signs are attacking you now. It's really coming in full force. You're starting to really understand, actually, I don't think this person wants to do this, and I do think it's upsetting you. How are you approaching it all? Well, I think that you're weighing things up with the Two of Coins energy. I certainly feel that you're weighing things up. I think that you're unsure about what to do. Because I think that you know the truth in a situation here, Taurus. I really do feel that you know the absolute truth. But I feel with you approaching things as the Two of Pentacles energy showing there, this would suggest that you're kind of probably ignoring things. You're trying to shove everything underneath the carpet. For me, with you approaching it as a Two of Coins, you're saying, well, you know, maybe they're this or maybe they're that, or maybe they're just not ready. Maybe I ought to give them a chance. Maybe this, maybe that. But you're not making any firm decisions. And therefore, the most likely outcome of this situation will be, well, it's a tricky one with the Ten of Coins, because the Ten of Coins can mean that, you know, you'll have enough, the situation will end. Or the Ten of Coins can mean maybe, you know, you carry on as before perhaps, because it's a card about stability and security with the Ten of Coins energy. But tens do represent also completion and change. Coming in, what have we got then? The Star. I think that some of you guys, there's a lot of hope showing up here for you. So you're feeling really hopeful perhaps with the Star energy, or maybe something kind of hopeful happens, or maybe there's some form of an illumination concerning the situation. But this may be that you're hoping something here. How is this moving? How is this evolving, this Star? The Page of Coins energy. So I actually feel that you're looking at a window of opportunity concerning this situation showing here. I think that you may be looking at a window of opportunity. So it's evolving. The Star, the hope, is evolving to the Page of Coins energy. Now, if you look at how this page is looking at that coin, they're looking at a window of opportunity. They're looking at this like this potential, like there's some potential here. So it's almost like there's hope, and it's evolving towards you looking at maybe that this has the potential. You're looking at maybe there's a potential way that I can deal with this, or maybe there's some potential, you know, that can be developed from this. It is a Page of Coins. Looking at the coins, he's looking at pure potential here. I'm going to just clarify what that Star is about. What's this hope about? You said coming in with the Star, so that could be something hopeful, or it could be, you know, that Taurus is hoping for something. What is this hope about in one card? Hoping for what? Yeah, Ace of Coins, commitment. I mean, a lot of it is money as well. There are money things here, but I don't think it's money. I just get, even though we've got a lot of Pentacle cards, we do have a lot of Pentacle cards around, but I'm not reading this as money. It doesn't feel like it's a money reading. There aren't any Cup cards, are there, in this reading, except for this one. But there's a lot of, I'm going to just clarify and ask why we've got the Five of Cups as well. Partly this and that. What other reason is the energy around Taurus, the Five of Cups as well? What's the other situation concerning this? What's the other reason for the Five of Cups in 1 to 2 cards? Because, God, it's money. It's just loads of Pentacle cards. Knight of Coins energy showing here. So you're feeling sad because of the Knight of Coins energy. Maybe something has come to a standstill with the Knight of Pentacles energy showing here. Taurus. Could be a Virgo person as well. Maybe something has come to a standstill. Could also be something about a job, perhaps, showing up here. Maybe something, I mean, I wanted to see what was being avoided. Sometimes if you get the Seven of Swords and the Six of Coins, you could be losing income or losing money. So it could read that way as well. It might not necessarily be a love thing. I mean, you know, I've gone into it a bit, but it could be that, you know, as well. It could be a money situation, because there are an awful amount of, you know, money cards around. Okay, so, you know, I'll read this in 2 ways, actually. I mean, for some of you guys, it could be a relationship thing. But judging by the amount of money cards, it looks like it may be something to do with job and money. Some of you guys, it might be what you're experiencing is loss. And that would be off a job with the Knight of Coins energy. And the root issue is all about the Hierophant. So perhaps this is something to do with, this is not you, the Hierophant. Perhaps this is something to do with, you know, what's happening with the governments at the moment with the Hierophant energy. You may be worrying, and also what's influencing your, this could also be, you know, the loss of the job, but you've got the worries as well, you know, feelings. But the Five of Cups isn't about worry, it's about feeling sadness. Sadness over a job. Your influence, the reason that that's occurring is because the Nine of Swords energy, the Eight of Wands. So there's a lot of kind of mental worries here. Eight of Wands, messages coming through. So it may also be, if we looked at it in that way, actually, this isn't about the loss, because this may not even be loss of a job. This might be you guys feeling sad. But yeah, we could kind of turn it around into loss of job, but feeling sad with that Five of Cups about the loss. because Five of Cups is about feeling sad about a loss. So feeling sad about the loss of a job in these energies here. And the reason that this is happening, or what's influencing it, is that you may have received, or you may be worrying about some news that's coming. And the root issue, it's all about the Hierophant. So it's all about, you know, a few rules and a few regulations and information coming from a really important place, government, or it could be the company that you work with, for example. And it might be that they're making cuts. Seven of Swords. So in the recent past, they might have also, and I actually think it's that. Sorry, I know that it's 16 minutes in, but I do apologise, but it doesn't feel like it's a love reading now to me. This feels like losing a job or something. I mean, it just does. When I looked at it, I thought there's loads of pentacles on this, and the way that I was reading it, it felt like it was a love thing at first, but I don't think it is. I actually feel that there's some sadness here. Sadness over the loss of work showing up here, which will be your main focus for the next few weeks, the next couple of weeks. And it's influenced by your worries about a message coming through. That's why you're feeling sad about the loss of a job showing here. And the root issue, it's all about, you know, it's all about sanctions. So things being kind of sanctioned and kind of, you know, signed off with the Hierophant government or company that you work for. And it feels like in the recent past, what you've experienced is that there's been a lot of jobs that have been lost. Or maybe the company has been slashing how much they're paying out, because this is a payout and the Seven of Swords tends to take away from money. So it almost feels like in the last few weeks, what you Taurians would have experienced is that the company that you work for perhaps has been slashing how much they've been paying out, you know, so how many workers they've got, how much, because in this time, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. You know, companies are literally having to let go of certain people because they can't afford it. And they've got to kind of preempt whatever's going to occur in the next few months by slashing jobs. And I think that this is maybe what's happened here. How you're approaching everything is the Two of Coins. So I think that you're trying to be really kind of cute and clever with your money, basically, with the Two of Coins. You're juggling your money around, that type of thing. You're being careful probably in how much you're spending with that Two of Coins energy. The most likely outcome will be the Ten of Coins. So I actually feel that this is, I mean, for some of you guys, it might be the most likely outcome is that you receive redundancy or you receive a payout, because the tens mean the ending of the cycle. So it might be, it could be, go either way. It could be that you're safe in your job, or it could be you receive a humongous payout. I feel that you're hopeful though coming in, possibly hopeful of a new job, and this is leading towards the Page of Coins energy. This could be some news coming in about new work for some of you guys with that Page of Coins, Taurus. What is the hope or fear? Page of Swords. So it may be that one of the fears may be having to take a position that's less than where you are or what you've done, or having to retrain for something, possibly with the Page of Swords. I never really read the Page of Swords as bad news. It's just information. One of the hopes would be just to get the truth. Where are things leading to overall from this? Well, you know, abundance, the Queen of Cups energy. You'll never go hungry. You really won't go hungry, Taurus. Because I read the Queen of Cups with her cup filled with all that water. It's abundance. You're going to receive abundance. Or you could be receiving... But you see, the water for me is the money, it's the food. It means that your bowl will never run dry. So where things are leading to is, to be honest with you, it looks like that you're hopeful of a new job, and it looks like it's moving towards, it's evolving towards some news coming in with the Page of Coins energy showing here. Okay, because I just feel that you're hopeful maybe of receiving. I mean, I don't think that this is money, but it can also be a new job as well. Because I just feel that some of you guys are nervous about losing a job here. But I feel that everything is leading to this Queen of Cups energy, where I don't think that your bowl will run dry on this. Okay, I don't think that you'll go without, regardless of what you feel. Because the Queen of Cups, her bowl is often full. She's a tricky one to read as an outcome, especially with her job, because the way that I'm reading her is that this isn't about doing something, you know, finding something. It's not something that you're doing off your own volition. It's something that's been imposed on you. It's something that's been imposed on you. Okay. Let's have a look at the reading again. So I'm sorry that I changed it up so late in, but it just didn't feel right what I was reading there with all these pentacles. I feel that the focus is for the next 2 weeks. Some of you guys might be really worried about losing your job. Knight of Coins is a job, and this is somebody who's really kind of feeling down about losing, you know, something. So down about losing job. It's influenced by your worried, some worrying news that you get, I think, for some of you guys here. And it's coming from the root issue. It's all about the Hierophant. So it's all about companies or governments trying to do the right thing. And you have experienced, some of you guys, in the last few weeks where for some of you guys, it's your income has been slashed with the Seven of Swords, or, you know, there are jobs that are being taken and slashed as well. You're trying to be careful with what you spend. So I think you've been really careful with your, you know, expenditure, that type of thing. No luxuries, just buying what is needed. Most likely outcome might be that you know, how it's going to evolve based on everything is you get a big payout, for example, with the Ten of Coins, energy compensation, that type of thing. Or that you're safe and comfortable, which the Ten of Coins can be that as well. Coming in though, I think that you're hopeful. I think you're hopeful maybe of getting a new job here. And I feel it's evolving towards the Page of Coins. You might be getting some good news concerning work here. I think that the overall outcome from these two cards will be the Queen of Cups. I'm seeing the Queen of Cups for me is abundance, and the Queen of Cups for me is the accumulation of abundance. So it's almost like it's saying though, because it's not a money card, it's almost like it's saying that as a result of these two cards, where things are heading is that your bowl is not going to run dry. In other words, even if you do get let go from one thing, you will easily at some point step into another thing. Okay, because your bowl is not going to run dry. Whenever I've seen her, she's always been, even, you know, for clients and stuff, she's always been abundance. It's always been like there's food on the table. You know, she's got soup to drink. You can see that as soup, food, cups of food and drink. So this is the cup is full. So where things are leading is that your cup will be full. It won't be empty. So don't worry about anything because you're not going to go short. You really, really won't. Even if you lose your job and you have to wait for a little bit for one, I think it's very hopeful in terms of, because you're hopeful that you're going to get a job. Well, there may be some hope. There may be, you know, a light at the end of the tunnel, a job, and there's good news concerning this. Page of Coins, it's evolving towards there being good news concerning a job showing here, and I think that it's leading towards your bowl is not running dry. So it's almost like you hardly miss it. Whatever it is that you lose, you'll just get back tenfold, which is lovely. Let's have a quick look at what the spiritual advice is for you guys. Universe Spirit, what's the spiritual advice for Taurus on this reading? Okay, these three wanted to come out in my hand. So there's a transformation here. Financial and material changes, yeah, so there is a transformation. There are going to be financial and material changes, okay, and there will be obstacle and challenge. You got 2 5s and a death card, so we are seeing changes coming about, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing at all. So there'll be some transformation coming in, and there are going to be financial and material changes, and there may be some challenges and obstacles ahead. But let's have a look at what the but could be showing up here. Okay, but let's shuffle. But what? But what? Show me. But spiritual union. That's interesting. Now this is the Two of Cups. So I'm not going to read this as spiritual union showing here. What I will read it as and say is that even though there'll be transformations, there'll be financial and material changes, which is what we were speaking about in the reading. And there may even be some obstacles and challenges ahead a little bit here, okay? I feel that, I feel two things. I feel that the universe is saying that you need to hold strong to those people that you are connected to with that spiritual union. And you also need to hold strong to spirit as well. Because I think if you hold strong to spirit and you connect with spirit and you believe in spirit, it's going to make it easier. It makes it easier to kind of transcend those changes that come in, so that you kind of, because the spirit is saying to you that your bowl will not run dry. So even if there are kind of changes financially for some of you Taurians, your bowl will not run dry. So I think that you've just got to stand very strong to spirit, okay? Rejoice, just putting down some more cards. Rejoice in celebration, because there is a celebration coming. So yeah, even though there's transformation, financial and material changes, and yes, some obstacles and challenges, yeah, hold strong to spirit, because you will be rejoicing in celebration, okay? Showing up here, it is your destiny, all right? Showing up here, the Wheel of Fortune, you are destined to celebrate. You are destined to rejoice in celebration. That's what you're destined to do. So just hold strong to spirit, because you are destined to rejoice in the celebration after all of this. Okay, that's your reading, Taurus. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like to order your own personal reading, just hit me up on my website. The details are in the comments section, www.carolsuniverse.com, or you can click on the end screen. Take care, my darlings. Love you. Bye.